Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I talked about some positive changes that I made. And today I want to focus on one of them, which is cleaning. The topic is why should you clean your place? And I want to start with my story. So last year, well, 2024 and up until early 2025, I was jobless for like 8 months. I was not motivated, overwhelmed by literally everything in the world. I was just too depressed to stay at home. But at the same time, I was too scared to go out. All I could do was lie down, doom scroll and trying to escape my thoughts. I was not happy, of course. I tried really hard to ignore my thoughts. I tried really hard to ignore my feelings, but I could just definitely tell that I was not happy. I was literally just sad every single day without anything happening to me. At some point, I felt like I didn't want to stay alive. But you know what's funny? What's funny is I didn't have the courage to take my own life. But I remember I was thinking to myself, if I have to stay alive, I want to be happy. So one day I decided to cross a bridge on foot. And yeah, like it really had me feel like I can actually do stuff. Yes, that really ignited positive changes. But I think what really changed everything was cleaning my place. I was blaming my depression on this place. But to be fair, I didn't really have anything else to blame on because if it wasn't this place, it was me. I thought I was depressed because this place is too small. I thought like this place being small was making me feel suffocated. And then I kept thinking if I lived in a bigger place, I would be fine, which when I think about it now, it's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, I did look for some other places within the same rent range, slightly bigger type of places. I was okay moving out of Seoul, but at that point, I already used up all my savings. So yeah, I could not afford to move. I was like, if I can move right now, I need a new space. At least I want this place to feel new. I didn't know where to start. I just didn't plan on renewing the whole place. But this one whole side of the wall was covered with a giant clothing rack. It was full of clothes too. So yeah, I took it down and I sorted through all the clothes. Most of them, I haven't worn them for like a year. I didn't even think about wearing them for a year. I literally just ended up donating 15 kilograms of clothes. So I donated all the clothes. After that, I was able to fit rest of my clothes into this one small closet and some drawers. After I got rid of the clothing rack, my place felt bigger. So I was like, oh, it's like the same place, but it felt so much bigger. So starting with my clothes, it was the kitchen and then the bathroom and then my workspace. So as you can see, I have one, two desks. I originally moved in with this one. It was really messy on this one. I was being lazy, to be honest. I was being super lazy. I could have just organized it instead of getting this one, but I did buy instead of organizing, which made my space smaller. So now I have four big pieces of furniture, which are one, two, and my bed and the plant shelf. I save so much space by putting the plant shelf on this desk. I don't really get to use the space in here anymore. I have a little bit of space, but you know, it's full of plants and plant related things and some decor. Yes, I don't really get to use this desk anymore, but I don't know, it's aesthetically appealing and I like it. I call this space my plant area. This is my work desk now. I try my best to keep this really, really simple, no clutter. Because once this get messy, I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be the third desk, and I don't want that to happen. So to summarize, I worked in four major sections. I still work in sections. Nowadays, I try to clean one section a day. I don't go extreme cleaning the whole place these days because now that I have a full time job, I just feel like, I don't know, saving some energy. And if you're like me, you might be wondering what's the whole point of, doing a deep clean when it's gonna get messy anyways, because that's exactly how I used to think. Let me be honest, ever since I moved in until last year, I've never done a proper deep cleaning. Let me tell you some good things about deep cleaning. So, once you actually deep clean your place, you will realize how much of a junk you had in your place. The stuff you don't need or you don't want anymore, you'll have to throw them out. And then you'll see the potential of your space. Yeah, it's gonna get messy again, but I feel like the level of messiness is different. Yeah, you're not gonna deep clean every day, you got shit to do. You got no time for that. I feel like when I get off and then when I get home, I just clean like 5 minutes here and there. Um, you know, as I said earlier, like in my first couple of videos I already mentioned in my routine, I still have that in my, new routine. And then about throwing things away, I used to be one of those people who would cling on things thinking that stuff, you know, whatever that is, stuff holds a memory, which is still kind of true. But once you clean your place, you will see how much of the stuff you have that you didn't realize you had, and then you'll have to throw them away. Yeah, I was worried when I had to throw out 15 kilograms of clothes. I was worried that I would miss some of them. And it's been a year. Did I miss one of them? Not a single one of them. So, yeah, just don't worry about it. I think getting rid of things is the most important part of deep cleaning, I feel like. Because, yeah, it is hard and then it is a big deal to just throw things away. But, yeah, honestly, stop holding on to things that you don't even like or want anymore. Once you get rid of them, you'll have some more space for the new things that you actually like and want and need. So after all the rearrangings and deep cleaning, I realized how important this space is for me. I feel like your place should reflect who you are, your taste, and then your identity and your aesthetics. Now, my place right now is filled with what I love, and I feel like there is not even a single thing that I don't like. Once I felt that way, I really felt like doing something. I really felt like creating, trying things that I never tried before. Just like making videos, talking in front of the camera, and then editing it, sharing my thoughts with the world. This and that, the most important thing is that my place doesn't suffocate me anymore. It's the same place, same size, nothing's changed. But now I am very proud of myself. I feel like I'm in control of my surroundings. And then the sense of control makes me more calm. And then I feel less overwhelmed. And yeah, I still get anxious. I still get overwhelmed. But being in my place really feels like a rest. Last thing I want to say, cleaning is a big deal. If you're depressed, if you're overwhelmed, why don't you start from cleaning? And even if you're not struggling with your life, cleaning is a big deal. Because I don't know, this one, not very simple, action kind of like gives you a lot of confidence. It gives you confidence. It gives you the sense of control. And then this and that together, it makes you happier. And I really do feel like it's worth the time. You know what people say, like January doesn't count, but I feel like it's not really about the month. It's not really about new year, new me. It's really just about starting where you are. I hope this video really motivated you to go for a big deep clean. If you have just decided to deep clean your place, play this as a background podcast because that's what I did. When I was doing my whole deep cleaning, it took me 3 days and I was listening to motivation podcast for 3 days straight, I think. And it really kind of felt like somebody was watching me saying, "Oh, I'm rooting for you. You can do this. You got this," type of, you know? So, yeah. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope if you deep clean your place, it has the same effect that it had to me. I hope you feel what I felt after I deep clean my place. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Love, Shauna.